All right, yesterday Mickey Joseph was at the podium for Nebraska football trying to discuss the Wisconsin game and also what happened against, I suppose, Michigan on the road, mostly about what's ahead for Nebraska football.
Mm-hmm.
And between what he said at the podium and what he said off the podium, I think that the World Herald talked to maybe off the podium and said that Mickey apparently Mickey wants to be here in some capacity next year. So if he's not the head coach, now he was saying that the next coach here has a lot of work to do. They have to put a lot of work into this to make this thing get off the ground and become respectable again as a football program. But Mickey apparently said off the podium that he would want to sit down with his family and Trev Alberts and the new coach if they want to keep him and see what the role would be. But he would like to stay if that is possible.
He said he would love to stay.
Which, if you're a Nebraska fan, I think that's good news. That's something you want. Mickey Joseph has proven himself very, very valuable in recruiting.
I'm gonna throw some medicine at you that you would throw at me. What's he supposed to say? No, I don't want to.
He could decline the question. He could say, "I'm not going to talk about that.
I don't want to be here."
He could say, "I'm not going to talk about that. I don't want to talk about my future. I'm talking about the next 2 games.
That's
and I'm
true.
the head coach."
That's true.
That's coach speak.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll depend on what else is out there. That's partly what it'll depend on. What else is out there for Mickey? I bet there'll be a lot. I bet he'll get some good offers. I'm not saying necessarily head coaching offers. I'm just talking good assistant coach offers. Also will depend on if it's like, for instance, Matt Rule, where there's a lot of steam now.
Yeah, still steam there.
Would Rule keep him? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. You don't know if that would happen or not. So I don't know. We know that there's no guarantees there. Mickey, there was a narrative a few weeks ago, I'd say, that Mickey has a guarantee to stay. Not true. There's no guarantees. So it'd be good for him to stay because of I think he could help keep the roster intact, probably. Maybe like key guys, like a Trey Palmer, Anthony Grant, those type of guys, particularly Trey Palmer, but guys in the receiver room, which were his guys. That would be if he can. And must face it, Mickey's an excellent recruiter. Everybody knows that. Excellent recruiter, but the big recruiting part to me nowadays is recruiting your own people, your own players. I thought that was a bit of a revelation yesterday during Mickey's news conference. I didn't know Braylon Allen, that there were teams actively coming after him.
Like this season?
Yeah. Recruiting off Wisconsin's roster.
We talked about that being a possible thing.
Yeah, people really got upset when I suggested teams were going to come after A.J. Allen. Like, why would you say this? You're an idiot, Sipple. Why bring this up?
I thought you were dead on for that.
Yeah, Twitter, I got hammered. I mean, people just rip me.
It's because they have rosy-colored glasses.
They have not. You have nothing. They know nothing, apparently, about what's going on out there.
I would almost guarantee that he's been talked to from people.
Oh God, multiple
different schools out there.
Braylon Allen, though, there was a story in Madison, apparently, because Mickey was asked about that story, and Mickey says, I mean, he was like, yeah. You think that's not happening out there? You think that teams aren't coming after other people's players? Come on. That was Mickey's response. So you got to. I mean, I think Mickey is valuable in that way. I mean, that's a scary thing. It's really scary, the way college football is now. That you got to keep those guys happy every day now.
Pretty much, or else they're going to seek out something else because something else might be out there for them,
or they don't even
seek it out.
They don't even seek it out. I don't think they seek it out a lot of the time.
Not a lot of the time, but sometimes they do. Mm-hmm. If they're not happy,
now,
seek it out.
And let's be square in this conversation. I'm sure Nebraska's doing it. I'm sure they're going after other people's players. You got to do it. If you're not doing it, then you're not. I mean, if you're not doing it, then you're not doing all you can. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see on this. Yeah, I thought the most striking thing yesterday was that if Logan starts this game, Logan Smothers, the sophomore, which good chance of happening. The backup quarterback is Jarrett Sinek for Wisconsin. Cynic. Is it cynic?
Cynic.
Like you, a cynic.
Yeah, I'm a cynic for sure.
That is scary. Nothing against Jarrett Cynic, but he's a walk-on from Hastings. Apparently, he's pretty athletic. Mickey said, "You got that that sound at all on the backup quarterback situation?" That's okay.
Nick didn't bring it back. Apparently, I don't know.
He was there.
Well, I see 3 quotes. That's not one of them.
I sat by him. What do you got?
How do you recruit to cultivate and develop grit?
Okay, then what?
How difficult have these last few weeks been? What's it going to take to get this team over the hump? That's what I got.
Okay,
that's all I got for you.
Okay, go back to Mickey. Go back to Mickey. How Mickey is in charge. He's 2-5. The other revelation that we didn't touch on is he hasn't interviewed for the job. Okay, which was, I mean, there were people reporting a couple Thursdays ago that it was Mickey's job.
Mm-hmm. Which is why you turn a blind eye to those people,
right? Which is when now you don't know what to believe, that that Mickey was about to be named the head coach. There was a lot of that talk. Now, Mickey said yesterday he hasn't interviewed for the job and it hasn't come up with Trev. No hire's been made. I know that. I can say that unequivocally. No hire's been made. Yeah. They're not ready to announce it if they are.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Okay.